The human brain sets us apart from other animals on the planet, and yet we know little about how it works. In Seattle, a new research facility opened this past week. As Al Jazeera's Alan Schauffler reports, doctors there hope to learn more about the brain, how we think, and who we are.
Another day in the lab. Chill a sample of human brain tissue with liquid nitrogen. Stabilize it in a high-pressure freezer. Slice it thin, very thin, and bond it to a sheet of carbonized glass in an indoor vacuum akin to outer space.
Pressure in here is 1/10,000,000th the pressure out here in the atmosphere.
Recombine the individual slides and get a remarkable view deep inside the brain.
To explore and measure the molecular architecture of the circuits of our brain. You know, the things that make us us.
And what are we going to be looking at? Tell me again.
These are actual slices of human brain.
In another lab, another kind of imaging.
We're in our electrophysiology core. This is the laboratory that we use to record actual living cells from the brain.
Individual brain cells, neurons, are electrically stimulated to study how they interact, how messages get sent between cells.
Getting lots and lots and lots of numbers, which is what we're trying to do here. We've characterized thousands or eventually tens of thousands of neurons. We need those sorts of numbers to understand how subtle changes can lead to larger changes in behavior.
Whether it's colorfully dyed slices of cerebellum, the actual 3-pound organ itself, or spinning 3D images, the brain is the heart of the matter here. How it works and what happens when it doesn't.
You probably have somebody that you know, a loved one, that suffers from a neurological disease or psychiatric disease. Do you?
Yes.
Well, if you want to help that person now, not in 200 years, not distant your children, but if you want to help those people, we need therapies now. So there is a lot of urgency to this question.
Backed by $1 billion from Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen since its opening 13 years ago, the Institute is a non-profit organization. What researchers learn in these labs, they share.
So we're somewhere between a university and a startup. We have milestones, we have products, but the products are free, things that we sort of, and that we give away.
It is open source science. Every possible data point generated in the Institute's new $200 million Seattle headquarters is made available to other researchers anywhere in the world.
Pharmaceutical companies, universities, biomedical research centers, cancer centers, clinicians.
It's Terri Gilbert's job to teach all those people how to use the online tools anybody can access.
It's free. All this data is free. It's yours.
The cell database, the mouse and human brain atlases, and all future research data.
It's critical that we get tools into people's hands, but we get it into their hands in a way that it's useful for them, and that it actually makes sense, and that they can apply it in their own studies.
You're giving away the keys to the kingdom.
Can you imagine an easier job?
It's data sharing that fuels and accelerates discovery, says Institute President Kristof Koch, who finds this small piece of us a field of research without limits.
It's by far the most complex piece of organized matter in the known universe. It roughly has as many cells as there are stars in our Milky Way galaxy, roughly 100 billion. Each one of them is a universe unto itself.
A universe with a new home in the hunt for answers. Alan Schauffler, Al Jazeera, Seattle.